That was a lot of loud ambience. Oh, hello. We're that cop that went down the Boston slide. This is what he experienced. I like that you can do that. That's a lot of fun. Zooming the camera, having it like take a while to focus. That's cool. Whenever I used to go to like a water park or whatever when I was younger, I would spend a lot of time looking at the plants they had around. Sometimes they were fake, but sometimes not. I would touch them with my grubby little child hands. Flashlight needed here. Do I have a flashlight? How did the game answer me? This game's like genuinely haunted. First they sent me a spooky email, and then they answer my questions live. Alright. I actually spoke about this in the pools video I did make, even though that was a private video. I don't know how they knew about it. I went to when I was younger, I used to go to a very famous water park. Not famous because it was like really cool or whatever, but because it was turned into a Garry's Mod map. What would it be called? I'll put the name on screen. It was like something water park. Very popular in a lot of Garry's Mod custom games, like Trouble in Terrorist Town and that kind of thing. And that was a really weird experience because I didn't know. Why is this here? I didn't know that Garry's Mod map was based on Leith Waterworld, the park I used to go to. And then one day I was just like playing a game in there, I think it was Trouble in Terrorist Town, and I was like, holy shit, why do I know where everything is? This is really weird. And then, yeah, I looked into it, and no, it's an almost perfect one-to-one copy. Not quite as detailed, of course, but, you know. Still, spooky. R.I.P. Leith Waterworld. I believe it's some other kind of, like, children's entertainment place now, but, I haven't tried to enter. I'm not that kind of YouTuber. I watched the, Backrooms movie recently. I had a lot of fun with that. I really enjoyed how, like, slow-paced and sort of weirdly calm it was. I know a lot of people who discovered the Backrooms through, like, Roblox games or whatever, or the kind of SCP-like lore that it's built up, may have been disappointed by how kind of low-key it was. But no, that's exactly what I want out of my liminal spaces. I don't want rules and lore and, you know, loads of creatures and that kind of thing. I want it to just be a disquieting place with maybe one or two creepy guys in it. I also like that one of the ways the Backrooms is discovered in that movie is that it's... I don't know if this was explicit, but it was certainly implied that the Backrooms were like hijacking the electrical grid from Clark's furniture store. Because, I mean, that does answer one of the big questions, which is, where the fuck are all these lights coming from? And don't go all Lord of the Rings on me and say it's coming from the same place as the music. As much as I love that quote. No climbing over a railing. Can I? I was about to say something incredibly stupid, which was... There's something frightening about an enormous pit. Yeah, there is. Maybe it's the enormous pit. I don't know what it was. Maybe this is just a thing in my memories. But I don't know, there's pictures to prove this too. But in the like 2000s, and I'm sure in the 90s as well, I wasn't around in the 90s for very long, so I can't remember it very well. But in the 2000s, a lot of like children's entertainment areas were incredibly poorly lit. They genuinely looked a little bit like this. And even as a child, I remember thinking like, this is a little creepy. There was one place we used to go to all the time for like kids' birthdays. I'll speak about that later, but it like perfectly personified that. I always had a fear of like water slides because I always had this image that there was somebody waiting in there for me and I would hit them at speed. Like, I wasn't worried about somebody jumping out at me, even though that was in the back of my head a concern. I was more worried about hurting somebody if I just went like hurtling through a pipe at them. I was quite a large child, so that would have caused some damage. This feels a little bit different to Pools. Pools was a little bit more comfortable. I think they really have gone quite hard with the lighting in this. Hello. Yeah, pools definitely lent more into the, like, surrealness of it, whereas this is a bit more uncanny. And I appreciate that. I like that kind of thing. Now, I think there is, like, an ending point you can reach in each of these levels. I found one in the... Hello, happy smilers. I found an exit in the mall level, which I think is the newest one. This would make a perfect skate ramp if it wasn't for the... Oh, actually, no. Pick up enough speed, you go right the way up, over there, and then you fall and hurt yourself. I have a feeling the water might be a little bit too shallow to leap in, but, you know, we were all thinking about it. I don't like this room. I was going to ask, are there animals in the back rooms? That was actually in the movie. There was a seagull. I think it was a seagull. And also flies. Have I been in here already? Did I just do a... Oh, ooh, wait, no. I certainly have not been in the Luigi hole. Can I not get in? I want to go in the Luigi hole. I need to stop calling it that. No, I think I have been here. Or is that just what they want me to think? Again, I think I am, like, the intended audience for almost every horror game. I always fall for their tricks. I always do exactly what they want me to do. Except for, Voices of the Void. I played Voices of the Void a couple of times on stream, back when I used to stream, and, like, every time something scary happened, I was looking the other way. But that's because that game has, like, so much stuff going on, you're always, like, fiddling with computers and whatnot. And, yeah, I just kind of got focused on my job in the game. I didn't care if there were creepy aliens or whatever. Chat would get very frustrated at me, though. And that made it all worthwhile. God, I'm running down these stairs at quite some speed. I've never been able to do that. I walk downstairs at what I would consider to be an above-average speed, but holy shit, I've seen people, like, run down them. I don't know how you do that. I don't know how you put that much trust in any part of your body. Is it a universal experience in any kind of pool setting for you to act like a dying soldier, like floating atop the water? Because I used to do that all the time. What does the music mean? Why do we have Theme for Pillars playing? If I was the... Hello, Happy Smiler. If I was the developer for this game, I would put one G-Man style stalker enemy in the game and just put him in, like, one tiny, hard-to-notice spot. And I think that would be enough to scare people forever. Who knows, they might have done that. Is this a door or is this a wall? Also, those plants are frightening me. Why are there these, like, gravestones around here? That's the single most unsettling piece of design they've done. Yeah, it's one thing to have, like, an uncannily large room with no windows. It's another thing altogether to put, like, a 11th century? I don't know my gravestone architecture. I'm sorry. I'm not a fucking architect. I don't know why, I just had a series of thoughts about Ringo Starr. Why is that? Don't you start. Don't like this room. Seeing these, like, individual plants laying around. Holy shit, I thought that was a guy hiding behind them. Do you see what I'm talking about? The, like, head and shoulder? Oh my god, okay. Actually freaked myself the fuck out there. That was great. What I was gonna say is having these, like, individual plants laying around, it's like prime single male living space design. Yeah, dude, it was feeling a little empty in here, so I got a house plant. I forgot to water it, but it's still there. I actually had a cactus like that for a long time. I don't think I threw it out. I think it's just in my kitchen, in a corner somewhere. So, in fact, I am what I'm making fun of there. Oh, we're back here. Can I go in the Luigi hole yet? I will stop calling it that as soon as they let me in. No, okay. Well, I'm going back because I think I've seen everything that way. How do you get rid of upper back pain? I don't have much, but I've got a little bit. And it's bothering me. I just cracked something, and now I immediately feel better. I don't know much about Ringo Starr. I know my mum used to write him fan mail. And I think she felt particularly seen in that Simpsons episode where I believe Marge was also sending him fan mail.
Homie, I'm sending Ringo Starr fan mail.
When you're alone and... I thought that was a guy. Holy shit. And I was singing such a fitting song as well. You can always go downtown. When you've got worries, all the noise and the hurry seems to help, I know. Downtown. I think going up is the right thing to do. This reminds me of a picture I saw years ago. It was one of these warnings, and it was like the most horrific one of these I've ever seen, where a guy was like either coughing up or ingesting a load of like gunk, and it just looked like the most violent process a human can go through, and I have no idea what it was warning me against. I didn't see it personally, it was just an image somebody posted online. I don't put myself in dangerous situations. Not because I'm smart, but because I'm a coward. Is there a room in Fallout New Vegas that looks like this? I might be imagining something. I think it's in one of the casinos, I can't be sure. I don't remember there being many pools in New Vegas though, so that's... I might be imagining that. Or was it in a different game? Was it in like a Hitman or something? Maybe Mafia 3? I don't know. I have such terrible pattern recognition in life until it comes to incredibly obscure images from parts of games that nobody else remembers. You see, these are the kinds of plants I would have just rubbed all up and down on. Okay, that's... I wouldn't have... Okay. Just with my hands. Oh, okay, you didn't let me in the Luigi hole. Well, you let me in the Waluigi hole. I'm trying out a new character, which is guy who only knows colors by their appropriate Mario lore entries. Mario lore entries? What the fuck am I saying? Mario characters. I don't like this. Who's behind those windows? Mayhaps a villain? I bet one of them's open. I would have lost that bet. I never appreciated that we had to shower before and after getting into pools. I always did it, but like in my head I didn't question like what was necessary to do in the shower. So sometimes I'd like shampoo my hair before getting in because they'd have little shampoo dispensers in the pool showers. And I'd do that before going in, and there was absolutely no point in doing that because your hair's just gonna get fucked by chlorine. And then on the way out, sometimes I'd forget to shampoo it. Genuinely, I was just a mess all around. But anyone else? No, I'm pretty sure this is a universal experience. Just like open palm, slap the water as hard as they could, and it would like hurt, and you'd be like, whoa, what the hell? And then you'd do it again. Oh, hell yeah. It's the happy place. I thought that was a guy. I think everything's a guy. I've got pareidolia, but instead of like seeing faces, I just see entire humans wherever I look. During the height of the pandemic, my parents did this gin tasting thing. But it was a gin tasting done remotely. The concept of that I still find very funny, remote alcohol tasting. Because they basically just sent everyone that was taking part all of the drinks in advance. And then the idea was that you'd all go on a big Zoom call and, just taste them as you were going. But I'm pretty sure everyone in that call was absolutely sloshed by the time it even began. Wow, it was bright walking into this room. The version of the Backrooms I went to go and see was... Oh wait, are these the windows to the thing I was looking at earlier? Maybe. The version of the Backrooms I went to go and see was the Everything Must Go version, which had the extended cut of like 15 minutes of extra footage at the end. It wasn't a traditional extended cut or director's cut. It was basically one of Kane Parsons' YouTube videos, kind of slapped on at the end. But it was really cool. I really liked it, and it probably gave me the biggest scare of the entire movie. I recommend watching that, but I'm pretty sure the base movie is largely untouched. Oh! Fuck. Again, I'm the absolute, like, ideal target audience for these horror games. Did you see what I did? That was like a fucking E3 trailer. I walked in here, I started hearing weird noises. I was like, huh? What's that? Bang. Scariest possible framing. Oh, flashlight. Oh, this got... Hello. This got substantially scarier now. Is this an Unreal Engine thing, by the way? Another of the games I'm covering in this video has this, where, light is like a kind of molasses-like fluid, where it takes a little while to dissipate. Can I go through here? No, I cannot. Can you move? I really enjoyed that they, in the Backrooms, they... This is just turning into like a really long-winded Backrooms review, but I'm okay with that. I enjoyed that they played some Caretaker music in it. That was a really nice nod to the whole culture, really. Big fan of that. They also played that one song, that everyone know that you got a me up more if you know that one? The one that was like lost media for a long time, and then was found. They included that, which is very fun. I didn't have any stairs in my house growing up. Maybe that's why I don't like sprinting down them. I don't want to go on these. Do you guys know about the euthanasia coaster? Wait! Is this the Gregorian chant room? It is! Oh, I'm way up top. Oh. Mother of pearl. What is that? What is that phrase? Is this like a shepherd's tone and it's gonna drive me insane if I listen to it for long enough? Shepherds can't actually do that, can they? Ooh, turning on the flashlight makes everything kind of blurry. I think that definitely is an Unreal Engine thing. And that's when I saw him. The man that was shaped like a door. Oh, I did the, oh shit, what's that cut called in movies? It's like the one in Jaws, where he's on the beach and then he looks out and he's like, wait a minute, this beach is surrounded by water. That's where villains live. What an entirely unpleasant room. They do love their cylinders. I think pillars is the word I was looking for, but cylinders is apt. Oh, this looks like... Is this near where I started? Everything looks like everything. Why am I trying to figure out where I am? Oh, this place is cool. Oh, this is very, like, 1988. I don't know why I'm reminded of, like, Vice City. Vice City was what I was gonna say. What do I do about that? I'm gonna get out of the water. I don't like that. He's gonna drown me with his eyes. He's gonna start crying and it's gonna fill up and it's gonna be horrible. That's just the cutout of a human eye. The fuck is that? Give me 20 bucks on 4. I don't like him. Okay, good. He's not following me around. He appears to be two-dimensional. Like most of my detractors. Okay, yeah, big eye in the ceiling. That's probably the scariest thing they've done so far. Unexpected as well. I didn't think it was that kind of game. I don't like this room. This is the kind of room you go into in a gym and it's exclusively men in their mid-50s and they're completely naked. Do we reach an age where we just stop caring about hanging dong in public? Because, my god, the confidence of men in gyms. I will never have that. Oh, we're back here. I don't know why, this room's giving me Dark Souls 2. No, I know why. It's the frigid outskirts, that absolutely horrific area. It's got kind of like a shell of a building and there's a little pool of water in it. I think I saw these earlier. Oh, this is a sound room. Flashlight room. Check this out. that barely improved matters. Is there gonna be a thing sprinting at me? I don't know what to believe anymore. I'm pretty sure there's no enemies in this game, but like, I don't know if there's jump scares. That's not. This room's horrible, by the way. Any room that looks like this is horrible. Oh, thank God you're here. This is genuinely dread-inducing. Oh my God. I still have faith. Nothing's gonna run out at me, but like the feelings there, you know. I think that's something a lot of people. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is something a lot of people. I think don't get about walking simulators is that it's kind of like a horror movie in the sense that, yeah, you're not going to find it scary if you don't allow yourself to get immersed. Because in like most horror games, why is that one floating? In most horror games, there like are threats, so you are part of the danger, but like a walking simulator and a horror movie, you know you're safe. The pressure is not on you to survive. But if you just let yourself get immersed, you would be amazed at how effective some of these are. This is genuinely... Sorry, I know I keep saying this, but this is genuinely very creepy. What's going on up there? And it just keeps going. Thank God, I need you. I seem to remember a movie which I think it was a found footage movie, which ended up with a load of people going downstairs just like this. And they were like screaming and crying, and then it just sort of ended. I might be conflating two things there. I might be conflating the end of the Blair Witch Project, where they go down into the basement, and the movie The Borderlands. Not to be confused with Borderlands, but The Borderlands, great found footage movie with one of the most like haunting endings ever. I'd still say the Blair Witch Project ending is probably the most unsettling one with the screen that I've seen. This is when the amnesia water monster is going to start splashing around trying to ruin my life, and he'll succeed. What's his name again? Is it the Kirk? Or is that the European shipping agency? That's an odd pair of things to have similar names. I don't ever want to know what's in this hole, but we're gonna see if I can crouch. Oh, I can! At this point, I would start hyperventilating. As opposed to the regular ventilating I've been doing. God, I could do with some air conditioning. Oh, they gave up on the nice friendly arches and have gone to horrible brutalist squares. Or rectangles, if you must. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, God! It's like Sophie's Choice, but she didn't want either of the kids. You know what? I'm gonna say something potentially controversial here. I think this would be less scary if there was a guy in here with me. Because then I wouldn't be, like, taking it all in. I'd just be like, get around the corner, hide, run, rush. Okay. You little rascals. You did actually startle me there. But you know what? It's good to see you. God, there's a lot of you. And you're holding them back. You're the main guy, aren't you? You're the big one. And you. I see you. I see you. Yeah. Ah. Now, is this an exit or is this just another way in? What a horrible set of options I gave myself there. Oh no, this is something else entirely. I swear to God, if I saw the happy smiler and he was frowning, I daren't even think about it, to be honest. See, if the evil stone snowman had a big smile on them, on any of the 3 spheres, I'd view them far more favorably. I'd love for the developers of this game to put in some kind of tracking thing so I could see the routes that different players took. Also, I would just love to see a map, because how the hell do you map this place out? Genuinely, I've been walking basically non-stop for 50 minutes, and I'm still finding new branching places. I don't like this. I feel like a coffin's gonna fly at me, and then it might open. It doesn't really matter if it does or not. A big chunk of wood's gonna hurt. Oh, good. We're in. Oh, shit. Is that an exit? Hold up. Oh my God. I did it. I found it. I am the happy winner. Where are my smiling friends? Oh, I wonder if there were like many, many ways to get here, actually. That would be a good way of, you know, stopping any tedium from people getting lost. Just include many, many ways to get here. It looked like there were a few different branches. Is that an elevatoire? Oh, of course it's in the void. I don't want to think about this room too much. This, oh, I was gonna say this reminds me of, this is incredibly similar to that one room in Amnesia, A Machine for Pigs, where you just wade through a load of blood to a solitary elevator in the middle of the room, and there's like a single corpse just bobbing up and down. I see you over there, you snowman prick. Ah, and your friend. Ooh, trouble in paradise, sitting at opposite ends. '94. Now have somebody sprint at me. Thank you, Pool Rooms. That was cool. 52 minutes I spent in there. Now, is that us moving, or is that something knocking on the door? No, that was something knocking on the door. Okay. Eek. I think I spoke a lot more than I was expecting to there. Good heavens. Oh, I've got my mouse back. Ah, okay, credits. Well, that's 1 of 5 levels, and I'm going to play all of them, so I'll be with you soon.